Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. All right. So, how do you react in everyday life when certain situations may be causing you to respond differently? All right. Do you react? And I'm gonna give you a story to kind of allow you all to kind of think on it. So, do you react in a passive aggressive way? Do you react in humility? Do you react in anger or do you react in silence? Okay, so I'm gonna give you guys a story so you can have a little time to think about it. So late one night, I had a hankering for a chocolate cake from Jack in the Box. Okay, you know at night those lines can be out the door, wrapped around the building. So I waited. I kid you not, 45 minutes. I wanted this cake. I wanted this cake bad. So I waited in that drive-through line for 45 minutes. So finally get to the window. The lady, I heard fussing inside the building, so I didn't know if somebody was arguing, if it was the workers arguing or what have you. But I can tell was something going on. So I'm like, okay. So I'm like, I just ordered two cakes. That's all I want. I want my cake. So I'm being patient. And the lady came to the window and she barked my order to me. And she kind of screamed at me about the price. And I'm like, okay. So I gave her my card and she kind of slung my card back. I didn't say anything. Now I had in my mind, I had the up this Jamie saying, don't let that woman talk to you like that, right? And I had this Jamie like, she having a bad day. You never know. Something may have happened. You can tell there's something going on inside. So I'm like trying to make my decision. How shall I respond? I decided to respond in kindness. And immediately when I responded in kindness, her whole demeanor changed. It looked like it went from night to day. Like she just needed to hear a kind word. And I gave her like a little, hey, it's gonna be all right. You know, her whole demeanor changed. So I don't know if my kindness made her night better, but I do know in that particular situation, it could have went either way. Now, if I would have reacted in anger, how would she have responded? So you got to take those situations into consideration on how you react to certain things. And I chose kindness. It was hard, but I chose kindness because I'm like, she's having a bad day. Let me try to empathize with her. And I'm glad I did because it helped her, you know. It also helped me on how to train myself to react with kindness in certain situations. So that was my story. Do you all have a story where you had to choose how to respond in a certain situation?
Kind of.
Let's talk about it.
Okay, it's so this was I want to say like February, right after before my birthday, I think.
Mhm.
So we have something at our school called Lunch Day, and it's where a bunch of kids like talk about stuff and they say their thesis, like their whole point and stuff. It's seniors and stuff.
Mhm.
And two of my friends were getting at like they were just going back and forth with each other. And they were friends too. But it just like got out of hand. I'm like, okay, you guys, like you need to stop this. So one that I taught that so one had come back like right after December from virtual, and the other one had been there the whole year. And the one that had been there the whole year was like, wow, you really standing up for her. She's only been here half the year, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, Mary, it's okay. Oh, I did not mean to say names. I'm like, it's okay, it's okay. Don't worry. So she got mad at me because she thought I was like on the other girl's side.
Right,
And I really was just trying not to be in the middle of them and trying to like be together, like all of us three together again. So
right.
I brought them together and I said, okay, here's the thing. So I was like, I don't want to say strict, but I was saying in a nice way.
You
So
are
I
the
was like,
firm peacemaker.
right. So I was like, all right, this is what's gonna happen when I'm talking. Okay, I'll say names so it's easier. When I'm talking to Ariana, Mary, then if you don't want to come over, you don't have to. And when I'm talking to you, Mary, Ariana, you don't have to come over if you don't have to. I'm gonna talk to who I'm gonna talk to, and then I'll go switch. So I was like, I didn't want it to be like awkward anymore. So yeah, that's it.
But did it work out in the end?
Yeah, we actually are friends. All of us are friends now.
That's great. See, look at that. All right, Miss Jalen, what you got? I know you got something.
Um, so many stories. Okay. This happened ninth grade year. And so we was in PE. My friend, she wasn't feeling good. She was like very nauseous and stuff. And I was like, okay, do you want me to, bring you to the nurse office? She was like, yeah. So I went to the PE coach to tell her that, hey, we're going to the nurse office. She gonna snap on me saying, oh, why can't your friend say that? I'm like, well, she not feeling good. And she snapped on me again. So my inner voice told me, Jalen, calm down. Don't snap at her. Just be respectful.
Right.
Just help her friend do that. And so my friend said what she had to do. And so we just went to the office. They didn't do nothing. They just said ice pack. So my friend, she just called her parents.
Right.
So yeah.
So how did you feel about that? Choosing not to respond.
I was mad, but I just learned self-control. Like, hey, it's not that big of a deal. Just do what you got.
I like that. So pick and choosing your battles. Yes, indeed. All right, let's go to the next slide. All right. So these are some tips, some kindness tips, okay? All right. So be kind to yourself. Okay, and what I mean by that is we're not perfect, right? We're not perfect beings. So we need to allow ourselves grace in situations. And we have to also understand that every situation is a learning situation. So, and I know we all have that voice in the back of our heads that kind of analyze everything after the fact, wondering like, maybe I should have said this, or maybe I shouldn't have said this. Did I hurt her feelings? Did I hurt his feelings? Or what have you? So in order for us to do that, that means we have empathy and we're empathizing with those situations. And we're making sure that we're being the best people we can be and being kind to each other. So first, be kind to yourself. The second one, practice, practice, practice. Okay. So what you need to do is by practicing, you can donate, volunteer. Like Blair did, she was the firm peacemaker. With Jalen, she was the person that I'm gonna help my friend because she's not feeling well. So those are acts of kindness, of volunteerism, just helping, So continue doing those different things, those small acts of kindness. So we just have to practice, and also that word that I'm gonna always go to is empathizing. All right, and the last but not the least is say thank you. Okay, people are continually learning right and wrong through associative learning. When you see someone being kind or notice it from a family member or friend, make sure you tell them thank you and you appreciate what they've done for you. That's a form of positive reinforcement, which helps others want to continue doing good or mimic your behavior. For saying, you know what, I like how Blair took charge and wanted us to come together more, and I see how Jalen helped me and she didn't have to. She left her class to make sure that I was okay. That's going to allow me to do that for others. So pay it forward. So with that being said, you all, I believe that is our last slide. And would you all like to say any closing words or also before you say your closing words, I want closing affirmations from everybody. An affirmation that you're going to bring forth this upcoming week, because how many more weeks we have left of school, guys? A few days, actually. 1 week.
Yeah, 4 days. 4 days.
Whew, this has been a humdinger of a year. But guys, we all got through it, you know. So can y'all give yourself a hand clap or a pat on the back because y'all did it. Y'all did it. And this is for the parents out there too. We did it. So you all have one more week, and I want to say that I'm proud of both of you all. I know I can understand being an adult how it was stressful. I can only imagine how stressful it's been for you all. You know, dealing with this. Some doing virtual, some doing masks, going to school and things like that. Fighting through, you know, dealing with the mental and emotional issues. You know, so I want to commend you all for just staying the course, just forging through on everything. So I'm proud of you all. So with that being said, I want to end this lovely session with some affirmations, okay? And I'll start first. My affirmation is I'm gonna lean on what we discussed today to continue being kind to each other because we all need it. We've all have gone through this COVID situation, still going through it. And not only COVID, people losing loved ones. They may need a kind word, a hug. You know, it's been a tough ride for everyone. So just continue being kind. It can be the littlest thank you or the biggest let me help you. So that is my affirmation. Continue being kind. All right. Who would love to go next?
You kind of took mine, but I could come up with something else. I could say, for the week, I think just stay positive and keep looking forward, no looking back. So, yeah, stay positive.
That's it. All right. Miss Jalen.
Just take care of your mental health because I know it's gonna be a lot for this last week with testing, and then you're probably not gonna get enough sleep and stuff. So just take care of yourself. Eat, take a break if you have to, and yeah.
All right. I love it. I love it. I receive it, and I pray that everyone else receives it as well. I want to thank you, Mrs. Blair. Thank you, Miss Jalen. I said Mrs. Blair like you're married. I'm sorry. I want to thank Miss Blair and Miss Jalen for joining me. I appreciate you all, and I will be sending information for our next upcoming meeting as well. And I want you guys to have a blessed week. Continue and remember those affirmations. And all right, y'all be blessed, be safe. All right, bye, Blair, and rest, okay?
Bye, Jalen. Bye, Miss Brooks.
Bye, my baby. Y'all have a good one.